Folks, how are we doing today? It's Andrew down here at C. Harper Honda, and it's a great day because I have the all-new 2025 Honda Civic Sport Hybrid behind me, and I want to show you what you get with the Sport Hybrid model versus the traditional gas sport model. Besides the extra fuel economy, you do get a few extra goodies as well. So let's not waste any more time and hop right into it. And here they are. On my right is the all-new 2025 Honda Civic Sport Hybrid in our crystal black pearl color. And of course, on my left is the gas-powered 2025 Honda Civic Sport in our platinum white exterior color. Now, of course, there are a few upgrades no matter what Honda Civic you get for 2025, including a revised front exterior styling. So as you can see up here, we do have a little bit of a different looking front end with a wider front fascia here at the bottom, our honeycomb grille. But we also do have our LED lights and daytime running lights standard, no matter if you get the hybrid or the gas powered model, no matter the trim level on the Civic. We have this little vent area down here as well, new for 2025. Unfortunately, that gets rid of the fog lights that were on the 22 to 2024 models. However, I think the exterior styling is pretty great. Besides that, the sport model, it looks great. Of course, you get these beautiful 18-inch gloss black wheels. Really just sharpens up the looks on that multi-spoke design that you see here on the back. It just looks fantastic on the Civic. Now, as we come around to the rear end, well, we do have a little bit of a change up in the taillights there, but not too much. We do have our darkened taillights here. So on the previous 22 through 24 models, those are just a full cherry color, where on this new model, they are darkened a bit, as you can see. Now, one difference to note, if you're choosing the gas powered model versus the black hybrid one here, is with the gas powered model, we do have our chrome exhaust finisher here on the rear exhaust and the rear end of the Civic. However, on the hybrid model, it does not have that anymore. And I think, in my opinion, that's a bit of a shame. It is still a sport. You can still physically see the exhaust coming out the rear of that, because although it does have an electric motor, it also has a gas motor too, being a hybrid. However, they decided to get rid of that, I guess, in this name of looking more fuel efficient. I'm not sure, but that is one quick and easy way to tell whether you have a hybrid or not. And then, of course, we do also have the hybrid badge here, nice and prominent under the right rear tail light. Now, some of the other exterior changes you get with the sport model, no matter if it's the ICE model or the hybrid, is, well, we do have our chrome exterior trim that is above the doors on the LX, and the Sport Touring model is deleted, blacked out on this example. We also have these really nice looking black mirror caps here, as you can see on this white example. Obviously, it's a bit harder to tell here on the black model. However, no matter the color you get on Sport or Sport Hybrid, you will have those two features on the outside. Now, one additional feature you get on the Sport Hybrid over some of the other entry-level LX and Sport gas models is our blind spot monitoring. So although we do have Honda Sensing Safety Suite standard on all Honda Civics for 2025, you do get your blind spot monitoring extra system on here. What else with the mirror? Well, of course, they are powered and heated as well on both the Sport and the Sport Hybrid. One other additional difference you have between the Sport and the Sport Hybrid model is, well, if we take a look at the roofs between the two models, you might notice a little something here on this black model, and that is, of course, our powered sunroof, which is standard when you upgrade to the Sport Hybrid trim level. So unfortunately, you cannot get a sunroof on either the LX or the Sport entry-level gas-powered models. However, when you step up to either of our hybrid models, the Sport Hybrid or the Sport Touring Hybrid, you will get your power sunroof, which is a very nice feature to have. Now let's take a look at the key on the Honda Civic Sport. This is the same no matter if you're getting the ICE model or the hybrid for 2025, and it is a smart key system here with our remote start, which is very nice. Whether it's a super hot day or a cool day, you can cool off or warm up your Civic no matter the condition. We also have our smart entry and exit on this model. So this Civic right now is currently unlocked. To lock it, just got to put your hands on that three little ridge system right there. And then to unlock it, simply place your hand behind the door handle and it will pop open the doors and take a look at the beautiful inside of the 25 Honda Civic. All right, now let's take a look at the interior on the all-new Honda Civic for 2025. And as you can see, we have this beautiful looking interior here. Not a whole lot has changed from the 2025 model versus the 22 through 24. But either way, when you choose the Sport or the Sport Hybrid, you get these awesome cloth bucket seats. They're leatherette on the outside. They have this fun pattern on the front driver and passenger seat here, and some of that silver deviated stitching as well. Now, unfortunately, these seats are fully manually adjustable, so if you do want power seats, you will have to step up into the Sport Touring trim level. And of course, taking a look at our door panel here, nice soft touch materials up top here if you're resting your arm. We do have a little bit of that piano black plastic as well, and some more of that cloth following us down here. Of course, we do have our driver and passenger front windows, both automatic up and down, and some of our meter controls here. Beneath that, we do have a little extra storage room for some water bottles and so forth down there. Now let's take a seat in here and look at the rest of the interior. Of course, if you are familiar with the 22 and above Honda Civics, this interior is going to look very familiar to you. And honestly, I think it is a great redesign that they did a few years ago. Very modern looking, nice, great, high quality materials, and it's just a very comfortable place to be. Now, as you can see here, we do have a leather wrapped steering wheel, and you will get that on either Sport or Sport Hybrid trim level. It has some nice indentation up here. We also have our paddle shifters behind it, and of course we have some controls on the left and the right hand side. So on the left here, you will see we have our volume and our track controls, plus our home button that'll control our 7-inch driver's information display that you get on both the Sport and the Sport Hybrid model. So you can choose a few different things like your speed and time, range, power flow, which is very cool when you're in the hybrid model here. It kind of shows where your battery is at. And then we have our more traditional speedometer to the right of that. On the right-hand side of the steering wheel, we do have our controls for our safety systems, our adaptive cruise control, our lane centering system, and so forth. Really, just overall, a very nice design. And now, as you'll see behind the steering wheel here, we do have paddle shifters on both of the Sport models, the ICE model and the Hybrid model here. However, there is a difference. With the Sport model, we do have our continuously variable transmission, and that'll kind of simulate some gears through that. However, on here, that controls our regenerative braking, which is very nice. So it will actually slow down the vehicle a little bit before applying brakes, giving that battery a little more energy. It's taking the motion of the vehicle and capturing that energy and putting it back into the battery. Now, not as much as a full battery electric vehicle, like say something like our Honda Prologue, but still enough to help charge up the small hybrid battery that you get in this model here. Of course, one more thing to note before we talk about our infotainment system, we do have our variable intermittent speed wipers here on the Sport Hybrid. On the regular ICE Sport model, it is just a 2-speed wiper system, but you do get the extra variability when you step up into the Sport Hybrid model. Now, looking at the rest of the interior here, of course, we do have our 7-inch infotainment screen right here. It does have available wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you want wireless system, you're going to have to step up into the Sport Touring trim level, but both of the Sport models do get this right here. It is an 8-speaker sound system. Sounds very nice. I think it's a pretty good audio system here. Myself, I do wish the screen was perhaps just a little bit larger than 7 inches, but it really does get the job done and is plenty fine from here. Underneath that, we have our really long vent. That's in a lot of nice AC and heating, no matter what you need. So when you do step up into the Sport Hybrid model, you do get a dual zone automatic climate control system here. So your front and your passengers can have different temperatures here, while the Sport model just has a single zone climate control. Still automatic, but it is only one zone. Also, on the Sport Hybrid model, we do get our tri-stage heated seats. So even with these cloth bucket seats, you don't have to spring for the leather of the Sport Touring to get your heated seats when you get the Civic Hybrid. Now beneath that is some charging and some extra storage space. So as you can see, we have 2 USB-C charging outlets with an upgrade from the 2022 through 24, which had a USB-A and a USB-C. This one does get you 2 USB-Cs. We also have a 12-volt beneath that, and our little extra storage space here on the Sport Touring model, that would be a wireless charger, but You don't get that on either sport models here. Of course, we have our transmission selector here, just PRND, no brake or any like here. And of course, you do have those paddle shifters, but as we were explaining earlier on the model. And looking at these drive modes here on the Honda Civic Hybrid, we have economy mode, normal, and sport, no matter if you get the sport hybrid or the traditional regular sport model. And beneath that is our emergency parking brake and our brake hold system. Of course, both models do have this nice center storage area here. Pretty nice and deep cubby with a little bit of a coin tray that can either go here or in the rearward position. And looking up top here, as you'll see, both the Sport and the Sport Hybrid do have this beautiful black headliner, keeps the interior nice and dark. But once again, we do have that powered sunroof on the Sport Hybrid model to let in some additional light and air if you choose to open it. Now, both models do come with our LED interior illumination as well. And of course, let's take a look at the rear seat and show you some other differences. Now, taking a look at the rear seat of the Honda Civic Sport Hybrid, well, we have same nice materials back here as we do in the front with our cloth seats. However, no design in the middle. Wish they had that. We still have our leatherette here, and just overall a ton of available interior space here. I'm seated behind myself, and I have plenty of room to stretch out and get comfortable in the back of this Civic here. Lots of nice room. These seats do fold down in a 60-40 manner, no matter if you get the ICE model or the hybrid, with this fold down armrest and 2 additional cup holders. However, one additional feature you get with the Sport Hybrid model is a little extra storage with this seat back pocket on the passenger seat, only available on the Sport Hybrid and above. And finally, looking at our rear cargo area capability between the two models, well, this is our Sport model with our ICE motor, the 2-liter motor here. And as you can see, it has a nice and very fair amount of space. But unlike our hybrids in the past, there's no compromise with this 2025 Honda Civic Sport Hybrid. As you can see, the same amount of space, no awkward hump. This car was engineered to have a hybrid in it, and as you can tell, it sure does. Taking a look beneath though, we don't have a full-size spare tire. It is a fix-a-flat kit in this model, but the seats do still fold down, 60-40 like I was talking about earlier. So if you need a little more additional room, you can just very easily fold the seats down and have that there, and even have one extra passenger if that's what you need as well. I should make one note though, there is one little bit of compromise. On the Sport model with the ICE motor, you do get a spare tire. With the hybrid, you do not. However, still no awkward hump or anything, so it is a net benefit either way. And although our fuel economy is very commendable on the regular Civic Sport at 31 city, 39 highway, and a 34 miles per gallon combined fuel economy rating, wait till you see what we have here on this Sport Hybrid. And with this Civic Hybrid, even though you will be flying past some of our other standard Civics with the extra horsepower, you'll also be going past our gas stations, because this comes with a 50 mile per gallon city fuel economy rating, 47 highway, leading to an incredible 49 miles per gallon combined with the Civic Hybrid. So as you can see, I think there's a lot of benefits upgrading into the Honda Civic Sport Hybrid. The Sport really is a great model as well. I cannot stress that enough. It's a perfect entry-level car for anybody who just wants a nice, reliable ride. However, if you want some additional features, more power, more fuel economy, this Civic Sport Hybrid is a great addition to the Civic lineup. But let's talk about cost. Now, this Civic Sport, the only option we have on here is our additional exterior premium color of $455 for this platinum white pearl, bringing our total to $27,800 after we include our destination and handling. Now, looking at our Honda Civic Hybrid Sport model here, we don't have any premium additional colors or options on this model. So our total price with destination and handling comes out to $29,845. So realistically, about $1,500 more if you subtract the paint color on the Sport model there. So is it worth it to you to get extra fuel economy, extra power, heated seats, sunroof, so forth with the Honda Civic Sport Hybrid? Personally, I think it is, but I want to hear your comments and your thoughts below. Alrighty folks, those are all of the differences and upgrades you get on the Honda Civic Sport Hybrid versus the 2025 Honda Civic Sport with the great regular gas non-hybrid motor. Drop a comment below and let me know, what do you think about the hybrid model new for 2025? Once again, I am pumped that it is back in the model lineup and better than it has ever been before. I think the Sport is a great model no matter what, if you're just looking for more of a basic Civic, but the bang for your buck with the Sport Hybrid model really just gets me excited. Let me know, which one would you choose, or maybe even the Sport Touring model, which I'm gonna have a video on very soon as well. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like, be sure to hit subscribe. We'd really appreciate it as we grow our YouTube channel. And of course, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.